Today I'm going to show you how I'm using AI to build my 5-week project and still learn at the same time, and the implementation in Notion. Then I'm also going to show you how I made a mistake that cost me hours trying to fix a bug that I could have fixed in 30 minutes. Let's get started. So as you see, I've asked many questions to AI and I have gotten many answers. What I did today was go from absolutely nothing, like just this whole folder structure, to having some code, to structuring everything with CMake, as you see over here, and making everything work. It still doesn't work because I haven't fixed the bug, but I'm going to show you how I could do it faster. First of all, to create this main structure, main tree, main folders, I first gave AI a complete explanation of my app and my system and all of the research that I've done, everything that I've done over here, the pseudocode, everything. And then I told it step by step to create first a tree and then to keep going, keep adding more things till I felt like AI understood what was in my head. And then I asked questions. I wanted to start building out these files, trying to start building them. I asked, okay, would you give me the code for this thing? And let me show you an example of code. For example, this setup code of the OpenGL wrapper. So I went through this code, and after I asked it, let's start by setting up this and this and do this, I started reading the code. I started analyzing. And when I'm reading and I'm trying to understand, there's questions that pop up into my mind. There's curiosity. The important thing that I do here is write down these questions. I write them down in Notion over here. As you see, what does releasing memory actually mean? Why is the mechanism behind it important? What does this mean? What do you mean by this? I write everything down and I put it here. I don't ask it to AI yet. I first write it down and then I answer myself critically. After I have read all of this code and trying to understand it, I will put the questions that I have. I will write them down. And right after that, I will think critically. What do I expect? What is my hypothesis? What would make sense here? What would make sense? What would this answer actually be? And after I do this, I will put my confidence. This is really important because if my confidence is high and I have it wrong, then that means that there's a big gap in my knowledge. And I need to fill that gap by learning more about the concept or, yeah, exactly that. Now, I have to say, this is not the best way to learn. I'm just doing this because I have a 5-week deadline that I need to achieve, and this is a way to go fast, but also to understand the code. At least that's what I believe right now. And sometimes, as you see, I don't do it because I believe that it's not such an important question that I need to do it. But after doing this, after creating my question, I will ask AI to break down my logic, to completely obliterate it, to say what was wrong, what was right, what is my knowledge gap. And then on another session, on a study session, I can pinpoint those knowledge gaps and I can study those if I believe that they are important for me to understand the whole app and the whole concept that I'm building. In terms of the progress that I did, in terms of building the app, what I did was changing the scripts from the Linux files to the bat files, so making Linux to Windows. That is something that happens when I don't specify exactly everything. AI gives me a structure or something that is not actually compatible with my code, with my operating system, and that's why I need to understand well the code to be able to catch those things early on. So that is good because I actually think about the code. I also installed all of the libraries and I had some problems with this as well, and it took a little bit of time, especially the async library. That took a while. And then I fixed some implementation errors from async, which is a 3D model library that helps import 3D models. I was trying to understand the code and how everything worked, and I realized that there were many inefficiencies, many things that were duplicated, so I had to reorganize, optimize, remove things, ask more questions, and I removed some unnecessary files. I also added the code of some files here of the core directory, as you see over here, and I tried to make everything work, but here is where I go into the next section of the video. I spent like 2 or 3 hours over on the same bug, and the worst part is that I don't feel it's a hard bug. I don't feel it's a hard thing. It's just that I'm not focused, and I'm changing one thing, and then two other things are changing, and I'm just on a loop. I'm like running on a circle. I'm not actually making progress, and I'm changing the same thing and the same thing, and it's not productive at all. So the reflection that I did allowed me to create a hypothesis of what I can do next, what I can do better, and what I can experiment with. So I'm gonna explain that right now. So as I said, I spent 2 hours or more on this thing. What I could have done better was planning. I set a better intention. Instead of just say, oh, I'm gonna work on this, I need to actually set a time frame. I need to time block everything. I need to create a specific task that I want to get done. For example, fix this bug, 15 minutes. Give me a time block, a time frame. Then I execute. I try my best to fix this bug in 15 minutes. If I cannot do that, if the end comes after the 15 minutes and I haven't done that, then I will reflect. And in this reflection, I will see what I could have done better, what I have done wrong, and think about, is this actually optimized? Is the process that I'm following to fix this bug actually going to lead me somewhere that will allow me to fix this bug? If you know what I mean. So my next experiment will be set the specific task that I want to get done, set the time block, set the timer, start the timer, execute. After I execute, reflect, see what I could have done better, see what I did wrong, see what I did well to repeat it again, and then create a marginal gain. Think about what is the next 1% task that I can do that will allow me to move 1% in the direction of the outcome that I want to achieve, of my goal. Because this task will be connected to a milestone, to a goal that I want to achieve. For example, fixing this bug is connected to getting the first prototype of the app done, So what is the next 1% gain that I can do to get the prototype done after fixing this bug? Or if I haven't fixed it in the first 15 minutes, what is the next 1% gain that I can do to actually fix it? Is what I'm doing right, or can I do something better? And then create another experiment, another specific action that I will do. Set a time block for that as well. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. I'll try to make it a bit short because I want to be really introspective and think a lot. And then after a couple of reflections and experiments, I'm gonna be much more productive than if I just mindlessly tried to fix this error without any thinking. That's what I'm gonna try over the next few work sessions. And now I'm gonna show you the clips and the videos that I've been recording throughout the day, just showing my day, what I've been doing, buying eggs, eating, a call that I had. Here my cat is dying, unfortunately, and I'm also showing like just me with him, sharing my thoughts about the day, just more personal stuff, But it's also important for documenting and for sharing just anything. So let's get started. Let's go. Yeah, I'm also gonna show time lapses of me working. Nice, let's go. Morning, so this is right now where I'm at. I have this series of files and folders, but there's actually nothing here. There's nothing, there's no code, there's only folders and the structure. Then the CMake is also given an error because I haven't installed the libraries yet. So here you have basically the main backbone of the things that I need to do. The backlog. And what I'm gonna do now is modernize the tree, look for any old programming patterns and principles that right now are in my tree, I'm gonna try to modernize this. And then I'm gonna install the libraries, SDL2, let me go to the CMake over here. SDL2, OpenGL, Glue, GLM, and ImGui for the UI. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. That is the current checkpoint. So let's get to work. just finished working. It's 10 a.m. It's been a while, but I'm not completely happy with it because there has been a bug that I've been trying to fix, and it's been like this for like 2 hours, 3 hours, and unfortunately I've not been able to fix it. There's many errors, and if I had an understanding of CMake and how the structure of the code actually works, then I would be able to fix it in so much less time. But it's not even that. It's that if I had a process that allowed me to think more critically and reflect more, then I would be able to fix this bug in so much less time. So I could have been much more efficient with my time, and that is something that I want to work on over the next hours. That's a question that I have put here. How can I be more effective with my time when I see that there's a bug? I know that I could have been much more efficient with my time, and I could have fixed this error in 15 minutes. I genuinely believe that, because it's not complicated. It's just I'm running around in circles, trying to do the same thing. I'm changing one thing, and that changes some other thing, but it's just such a small change. I just don't understand how one thing impacts another thing, and that's why it's taking so much time. But I need to fix this. I need to just do something, reflect, and understand what is going on. I need to ask AI a better question in this case if I want to fix this bug. I've been just running around in circles. Anyways, what is the process that I need to follow when I see that there's a bug? That is a question that I'm gonna have to think about, and I'm actually gonna think about it now while I go to buy some eggs. Yep, I'm gonna go to the market. I'm gonna buy some 3 dozens right now, not much, just a little bit, and then I'll come back. I'll keep working for a little bit, yeah, not much. Then I will meditate. I will gratitude journal, and well, this is an hour and a half. This is too much. Probably will only take me 1 hour. So I'll work for an hour. I'll meditate. I'll eat and cook. I have a call with a guy that I've met online, which seems like we have a lot of things in common, so it's gonna be fun. Then I'm going to work a little bit more, and I'm gonna have a call with the boys. That's it. Let's see what happens. Let's see if things actually go according to plan. So I'll see you in a second when I show you the eggs. Let's go. Just arrived. I'm gonna go buy some eggs. Back here. So there's nothing really to show here, nothing really crazy, just 3 dozens of eggs and also some peanuts over here. That's what I bought, and I'm gonna get to work again. Let's go. Well, actually, what I'm gonna do exactly is reflect on how I could have worked better. What is the process that I could follow to be more efficient when I'm solving bugs and debugging, and just thinking about something that I don't really know how to think about. So I'm gonna do that. See you in a second. Let's go. I'm gonna meditate right now. Let's get it. Let me show you the meal. Let's go. So it's gonna be a very simple one. We've only got peanuts, some avocado, and onions right there. Don't usually eat this, but today is gonna be the day. And I'm also cooking some eggs over here, 12 eggs to be specific. So I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna get into the call, and I'll see you in a second when I come back. Okay, what I'm gonna do right now is work on spacewise. Still keep building this, but now I'm gonna do something different. I have reflected now, and I'm gonna try to apply something that I have thought about. So there has been a change of plans. I have not worked yet because I've just been with my cat. So he is dying, and yeah, unfortunately he is dying. So I've been with him for a little bit, just spending time, because he has a virus and he's gonna die, and he's very likely gonna die, like 99%. in the following days, so I'm just gonna be with him a little bit. I don't know if you hear him, but he's right here. He's not eating at all because he wants to eat but he can't. And well, it is what it is. That's how life is. I've been with him for a little bit, and now I'm gonna join another call. And then I'll probably have dinner. It's unfortunate. He's pretty young. He's like 7 months old. He's like a skeleton now. He used to be so energetic, and he was, I don't know, but now he's just so, he's like a skeleton. Like he hasn't eaten almost anything over the past couple of days. And he has been in many I don't know how you say it, many vets. One said that there's nothing wrong with him, which is kind of crazy. But the other one said that he had a virus and it was pretty bad, and he was going to die. He's going to die over the following days. But maybe there's a chance. Maybe if he starts eating, maybe with the new medication that we've been giving him, he starts eating, maybe his nervous system, maybe his system can fight off this virus. I don't know. I genuinely hope so. I'm gonna be optimistic. Alright, now I'm gonna eat. It's like 6 p.m. and I'm gonna have dinner now. But I was kind of hungry, so I'm gonna eat. So here are the eggs that I cooked a bit earlier. These are 12. We got some sardines for the olive oil. No, yeah, actually for the olive oil and for the omega-3. We've got the salad with salt to give it some flavor. Let's get this done. I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I have just finished recording. Where am I? Not here. Here. I have just finished recording. Now I'm gonna plan the next day, what I'm gonna do over here, which is a math day. I'm not gonna be recording on this channel, but I will update you on what I have improved and what I have changed. That is basically it for today. Hasn't been the most productive day, to be honest. Hasn't been the most that I'm the most proud of, but there has been some improvement and there has been some reflection. Fortunately, here I didn't do any work. Here I was just with my cat. Here I was watching some podcasts about stuff that, I mean, it's important, but it's not actually urgent. It's not actually something that is making progress towards my goals in any way. So I don't know. It was about health, about dental health, and about insulin and sugar, which are interesting topics to me, but I have all of those covered. I don't eat sugar, I don't eat carbs, I don't do anything. I don't have problems with that. And my oral health, I mean, that was actually very important. That was actually a good podcast to watch. Anyways, I'm gonna plan, and that is basically the last clip you'll see from me today. So, bye bye. See you on the next day. Have a nice one.